Say I, wah wah wah. I, wah wah wah.
Say ya, wah wah wah. Ya 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 ya. Wah wah wah. Hi. Hi. Is Otter on your stream? Is Otter on your screen? Hi. Hi. Hi, Fox. Hi, Wafer. Hi, Hara. Hi, Lissy. Hi, Spencer. Here we go. We are back. We are so back. Do the Lone Ranger thingamajig. Yeah. I just forgot how the first part goes. You're so back. Fox, I'm so sorry about what's about to happen on Saturday. Specifically to you, I'm so sorry about next Saturday. It will not be West of Loathing next stream. Poor bro has just been trying to catch West of Loathing, and they finally are here. And it's not gonna be next stream. What we doing next time? My new favorite indie game is gonna come out. Sounded like you were being threatened. Forgive me for what I'm about to do, Fox. That was the sound of me unlocking the dustpan from my broom so that I could sweep up your shards. But yeah, indie game coming out by the same people that did A Smile for Me. It is called Great God Grove, and it is also a little bit Western themed, but it will be dropping, I believe, Friday or Saturday, regardless. It should be dropped by the time we do stream Saturday, and I am grabbing that as soon as possible. Kirby's muted. I gotta say hi to them in the chat. Looks nice? Absolutely. If you haven't seen Smile for Me, it is a game chock full of, interesting, off-the-wall characters and funnies. Great God Grove, destined to be the same, but with even more polish, since this will be their second, I believe, indie game, the Limbo Lane team. Interesting still? Absolutely. There's a secret mechanic where you can make all the characters bald. That's the kind of game we're talking about. You can bald everyone. So you smile for them. Heck yeah. Ever since you played Sonic GT, you've been hungering for that. Give up on the rustling. What does that even mean? You are such a mystery. You are such a mystery. Well, that's right. Okay, so we left off in the Dutch Oven Mine. What a name. Yeah, okay, we need to buy oil to do that. This walk is very funny with the lantern. Come to think, are these walks procedural, or did they make two of them specifically for every time you hold the lantern? That's the question. That's so interesting. Okay. And I'm pretty sure we did this spittoon. Yes, we did this spittoon. Nothing else here? Oh, there's some stuff on the table. The miners must have eaten down here to avoid the stench upstairs. Soda crackers, plum pudding. Okay. Oh. Spencer, what have you done? Spencer, what have you done? We'll see if anyone bites. It might be too early for the attentiveness. Okay, if we go to Button Willows, that's where we can buy more oil. There we go. Beautiful. A ghostly, translucent bandit on a ghostly, translucent horse rides up to you and points his ghostly, translucent rifle at you, demanding all your ghostly, translucent valuables. I mean, he doesn't actually specify that your valuables should be ghostly and translucent, but it doesn't seem like he'd have any use for the regular ones. Let's rustle this guy. Let's absolutely destroy this guy. Spooky resistance 100. Don't matter. We're beefing. Straight beefing. We are a cow puncher. I'll stun him. No reason not to stun him. That alone is like half his health. Mods, shiver his timbers. Love that. Okay, this is absolutely gonna destroy him. Yeah, bye. Bro's torso disappeared during that animation. Snacks and boops? Snacks and boops? Oh, we can't use the ghost cowboy hat because we have the hard mode hat permanently attached to our head. Alice studies the remains of your undead foes. How does she study a ghost corpse? I need details on this. Okay, can of oil. Boop. Disposable binoculars. We'll save our money. And oh, I can definitely sell stuff. Okay, let's find that hat and sell it real quick. Fundamentals of Next Max. Oh, I haven't read this yet. Okay, we could read that. I think the gas mask we can't put on because of the hat as well. I should check that. This is a really good hat to wear if you really want people to still be able to see your hair while it's raining. That's cute. Unfortunately, no use. And there's another hat, but it's for a quest. That's right, old patrol cap. Who wanted that? Who wanted that, though? Souvenir spoon. Oh, yeah, it's an offhand item. Okay. Let's check if the gas mask can even go on our character. Wrong one. Inventory. Yep. Nope. Doesn't go on. Oh, hard hat. All this quietly snarling hat wants is to slowly eat your head. Is that too much to ask? Love it. Okay. Adios. Okay, and it wasn't Fort All Dead that had the guy that wants a patrol hat, is it? Railroad camp, ranch, Big Apple, destroyed campsite. It was definitely Lazy A Dude Ranch. I'm like 80% sure. Oh my god, we found the circus. Oh. To your delight, you see the silhouette of a big circus tent towering over the pines. I already know about this. We'll go back. Oh, we'll go back. One thing at a time. Hat. You. Did you find one of those old Harvey hats, man? I'll trade you. Yes. Nice, man. Barter is like commerce, man, except natural. Can you dig it? Strange head sack. Okay. This hat is more like a sack woven from red, gold, and green wool. It's like something out of a dream. It is actually headwear. Not that we can do anything with it. And this lady, she is a cook. we can get her a spot somewhere. We just haven't found it yet. Okay, we have what we need for Dutch oven mine, but oh yeah. Oh boy. Oh, your L vibrato bleeps, and you follow the signal because of course you do. Why wouldn't you? One reason why you might not do that is that it led you to a hulking robot that could easily pound you into scrap. Okay, let's get scrapped. That doesn't look that... Oh, well, okay. Its physicality's high, its muscle's not that high. HP's pretty good, though. I'm not that scared of it. We will do a stun. Ooh, that's a really fun sound effect. Thing looks yummy. It looks like a Thin Mint. I'd nibble it. Very geometric. Bro can't even move. We got him. Not this turn, next turn. Yeah, no, that guy's not that spooky. However, this does advance our scrap mission. Successfully destroyed a priceless ancient relic of a bygone and forgotten age. You gained 20 XP! Excellent. Did I just say excellent and exactly at the same time? Exactolent? Excellent. Excellent. That's what I meant. Well, this is a little weird. You didn't expect to find a circus all the way out here. There's basically nobody around for miles. Oh, the carnival music in the background. There's a rodeo clown manning the ticket booth. Well, there hasn't actually been a rodeo since the cows came home, so I guess he's just a clown? Ugh. Clowns. Not a fan? They're so creepy. When I was little, my uncle would give me nightmares with old stories about them. Those old fairy tales. Demon clowns and demon cows fighting wars in hell. Right. And supposedly rodeo clowns dress up like that because the first rodeos were reenactments of those battles, and it became a traditional thing. If you asked me 30-odd years ago, I'd have said you were nuts for even considering that might be real. These days, I'm not so sure. But that fellow there is just a man in makeup with a crap job at a carnival. Yeah, I know. Still creeps me out, though. Oh, boy. Can we get it? Aww.
Mexican through 200 bits.
Itty bitty shower. Thank you, Hot Rod. Thank you. I need to find a good way to make that alert fade in and out nicely. And I'm still working on that. The flood, yes. The floor is covered. As you approach, the clown puts on that basically cheerful facial expression that retail employees use when the last thing they want to deal with is a customer, but they're not allowed to say so. Welcome to Barnaby Bob's perfectly normal traveling circus sideshow, ma'am. How can I help you? You could offer to run. Am I gonna regret this? I'm gonna tell him I want to run away. I'd like to run away at the circus, please. Aren't you a little old for that? Sorry, we aren't hiring. Okay. I'd like to see the circus, please. Well, you came to the right place then. But if you want to get inside, you'll need a ticket. And presumably you can sell me one? Why, certainly I can. That's my job after all. For you, ma'am, a ticket will cost 5,000 meat. Say what? Does it seem a bit high? I promise you, ma'am, at this price, it's a real steal. Well, you've got that right. I want to ask why it's so expensive. You're just an underpaid employee with no F's left to give. Buy a ticket or go down. Why is it so expensive? Well now, this is no podunk little traveling circus. We've got rides, games, foods, and an amazing demonstration of knife-throwing skills by none other than Barnaby Bob himself. Tell me more about Barnaby Bob. Oh, the boss is a real master of knives, let me tell you. He does this amazing stunt where he gets a volunteer up from the audience on stage and throws knives at them. He never misses his target. Did ya leave out the part where he puts an apple on their head or something? What? Oh, sure, right. I wouldn't use that word, Spence, but they're definitely not the best put together. Tell me more about the food. We've got your favorites. Popped corn, sarsaparilla with the fancy new bottle caps. And get this, did you hear about the new thing a fella invented? Cotton candy? Garnival. Garn 47? Yeah, I think I might have. Well, it's still patented, but we're pretty sure we figured out how it works. Mostly. More or less. Tell me more about the rides. Well, I suppose I should say ride, but we haven't a single grisly merry-go-round accident since we stopped turning it on. Tell me more about the games. Oh, well, we've got tons of them. Does 3 count as a ton? 3 is more like some. We've got some of them. You know, you weren't doing a very good job of selling me on this. Why? Whatever do you mean? We're gonna intimidate the clown. You plant your hands on the counter and lean in towards the clown with a snarl. I mean, I'm sick of being played for a fool. You think I'm gonna shell out that much meat to get into a dive like this? You've got another thing coming. Are you gonna give me a ticket, or am I gonna punch your ticket? The clown grins, showing you a mouthful of yellow, unusually pointy teeth. You think you're a real tough cookie, huh? Listen good, bucko. All I have to do is shout and you're our new sideshow exhibit. We'll call it the Amazing Crying Bag of Mulch. But hey, it'll get you in for free. How's that plan grab you? Oh, wow. Step back, Junior. You're out of your depths. Oh. Can we get in for Can we... Intimidating 2. Okay. We should have intimidating... We have more than intimidating 2. We have intimidating 4. For sure, we have to buy our way into the circus then. Oh my god, we have almost 500 XP hanging out. Love to go see those traveling fairs where it's like the carnival's coaster, all it's holding on is a single bar. I've been on a coaster before with a friend, and as we were going, like, getting ready for it to launch, her seatbelt came undone, and this thing did, like, at least one corkscrew. It still had a body bar snapping your, like a bar in front of your lap, like right where your hip bends. But as we were launching, she looks at me and I look at her and she shows me their seatbelts undone. We're like, and so we, first couple of seconds on the ride, it's like mortification. And then we go up to the corkscrew and I just slap my arm over top of her. And I'm a little guy, so there's no realistic way that I would have been able to hold her into the roller coaster. More importantly, the bar and the G-forces is what held her in. But the fact that that happened, to this day I'm like, Oh, the time, the cinematic timing of that. You die before the ride even started, just a fright. Those who fall, the skinny guy goes flying out like a napkin out a car window. Oh my god, okay, you know what? Lockpicking expertise, or dickering. Extremely complex locks, 20% discount. Haymaker up by 30, disabled for 2 rounds. I want that. I'm putting our XP into that. Clown's the one that provides the fear, not the one who receives it. Okay, we'll shell out for the carnival. Okay. Ugh, fine. Well, okay, I guess you've bought yourself a ticket. Let me just stamp your hand for re-entry. There we go. Enjoy the show. What about my partner? Partners get in free. Thanks. I just saw our ghost horse float, and I did not notice before that little bro can do that. I love Necroprancer. Oh, yes! Yes, Necroprancer, yes! Your thoughts on this, Alice? Good point. I'll be a proper traveling circus. Hasn't been one of these in the area for years. Decades even. Might be fun. You like a circus, Doc? I like leaving a circus. Clowns have always kind of creeped me out. Guess we might as well have a look, though. That's about the spirit, more or less. As you enter the circus, the ticket booth clown shouts, "Welcome to Barnaby Bob's perfectly normal traveling circus sideshow, ma'am," in a loud and enthusiastic voice. You stroll into the circus. Actually, I guess it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs. And find it's almost entirely deserted. There aren't much more than a dozen other patrons beside yourself. There are a bunch of clowns around, working at the booths and so on. More clowns than customers, which is a little unsettling, but at least the lines won't be very long. Okay, the merry-go-round has a dirty canvas tarp over it. Sign says, "Condemned until further notice. We encourage anyone suffering from horse bites to consult a doctor." Gonna have to kill the clowns, aren't we? Connor, I think we're gonna have to kill these clowns. Aw, man. This clown is presumably selling tickets into the sideshow. Why did we buy a ticket to buy tickets? Howdy, miss. Can I interest you in the wonders and mysterious delights of the sideshow? How much does it cost? For you, 300 meat. And for everyone else, 300 meat. Tickets for the tickets. What all do you have in there? Secrets, mysteries, things too weird and disturbing to be witnessed by the light of day. Freaks. Not just freaks. Gosh. We have the money. Okay, I'm in. You won't be disappointed. Anything but that you are disappointed. No refunds. He takes your meat and stamps your hand. There you go. Enjoy. Gosh. The sideshow tent is fairly large and packed with weird things to look at, like all good sideshows are. A few lanterns are hanging from the ceiling, casting flickering shadows around and making everything look even more eerie. A clown is hanging out in here, presumably to keep an eye on the exhibits. He grins and nods as you enter. Come on in, take your time, have a good look around. Just remember, no touching. Okay, Oh. This guy is a startling sight, even for a circus freak show. His entire head is one enormous eyeball. As you look him over, he stares back at you. Not that he's got much choice. What are we gonna touch first? Hearts. Hello there. I'm Doodle. how's it going? Can you talk? Guess not. Do you blink? Or wink, I guess? I guess not. You move a little closer to the side and lean over the rope to get a closer look at the guy. He's basically just what he seems to be at first glance. A guy with a giant eyeball for head. You notice two things, though. First, he has an odd lump at, well, what you would call the base of his skull, if he had one. A sort of crumpled, fleshy mass the size of a fist. With a squint and some imagination, it almost looks like the crushed and shriveled vestigial remains of a human head. The second thing you notice is that his ankles are locked to the legs of his stool, and the legs of the stool are bolted to the floor. So, the circus gig, how do you like it? His hands slowly curl into fists, and the knuckles turn white with tension. I see. Or, understand, I mean. Okay, well, see you around. This man is neatly dressed though his suit is a bit threadbare and out of fashion. He's smoking a pipe and leafing through a magazine. When you stop to look at him, he nods amicably. Wait a minute. Foxed, do you have the emotes? The little dudes. Hello there. Welcome to the sideshow. My name's Douglas. Them. Hi, I'm Doodle. Delighted to meet you. Invasive species. True. So, what's your deal? Why, I'm in a sideshow. What do you mean? Well, yeah, you seem perfectly normal. How forthright of you. Of course, it's only natural to wonder. Wait a minute. You said that last bit without moving your lips. Are you a ventriloquist? Not at all. Allow me to demonstrate. He stands up and turns around. His back is the same as his front. That is, his suit has been tailored with two front sides, and he has another face on the back of his head, with his hair cut parted appropriately. Ta-da! As he sits back down, his knees and other joints crack and pop loudly as they reverse themselves. Douglas winces slightly, though certainly not as much as you'd expect. What in the... Surprising, yes? Yeah, a bit. How was that even possible? Douglas shrugs and holds his pipe up to the now back of his head, so his other face can take a puff. Are you... what's the phrase? Twins? Not exactly. It's difficult to describe, I'm afraid. Two minds in one body? With two faces? It would be closer to the truth to say two instances of the same mind. With, as you say, two faces. Right. It doesn't make any sense at all. The other face chuckles and Douglas holds the magazine behind his back. It took some getting used to, that much is quite certain. Were you born like this? I would rather not discuss how I came to be this way, if you don't mind. Okay, I'm sorry. No apologies necessary. Fox and Agile. Oh, rippers. Oh. Why are you in a sideshow? With a regular and suit and haircut, you could easily pass for normal. I have a contract. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot a clown making a gesture, but you didn't catch what it was. Douglas clears his throat. Plus, well, it's quite the life, you know. Free roam and board, travel the world, and you meet such interesting people. Your knees must be a wreck. Surgery was necessary to permit them to bend in both directions. It sounds worse than I feel, I assure you. Okay, I'll talk to you later, Douglas. There's a lady here with her head sticking out of a hole in a large metal box. She nods politely at you. Hello? Hello there! Enjoying the carnival? Well, it's interesting. She smiles slightly. Yes, I'm sure it is. Can I ask you something? Certainly. Why are you in a box? First things first, we haven't been introduced yet. Oh, I'm Doodle. Nice to meet you too, Doodle. I'm Janet. Hi, Janet. So, why are you in a box? That's a rather personal question, isn't it? Oh, sorry. I'm only teasing, dear. Would you like to see inside? Sure. Janet whistles to signal the clown, and he moseys over. He unlocks the door on the front of the box and throws it open with a theatrical flourish. Inside, instead of Janet's body, you see a tangled, complicated assortment of glass tubes, pipes, ticking clockwork gears, and pumps. Liquids of various colors, mostly red, slosh through the tubes. A large bellows near the top inflates and then slowly deflates. What do you think? It's some kind of trick, right? You're folded up behind a mirror in there or something? No trick. The clown chuckles and walks around the back of the box. He opens a hatch and waves at you through it, then saunters to his place by the shelves. Lewis's cousin. I'm not gonna insult this lady. This is her body. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. It's certainly educational, I imagine. The large tank on the left is my stomach, if you'd like to see what I ate for lunch today. How did this happen? Were you in some kind of terrible accident? I'm sorry, but I can't talk about that. Of course, it must have been a painful memory. Her calmly composed face creases into a slight grimace as she shoots a sidelong glance at the clown. Yes. Well, it was nice to meet you, Janet. So long. Good night, Doodle. This is her body. This is her love. Oh, neat. Oh, neat. They have a whole alt for it. Okay. Let me have a little bit of water. These shelves are filled with jars, and the jars are filled with things. Real weird-looking things. You lean in a little closer and inspect the jars. They mostly contain malformed and/or mutated animals pickled in formaldehyde. A 3-headed kitten, some kind of ferret or weasel with 8 legs, a twisted Mobius loop of snake without head or tail. Weird, crazy stuff. One shelf seems devoted to huge, gross, pale grubs, like fat, featureless white worms the size of a sweet potato. The one on the end is larger than the others and has shiny black eyes. Someone has painted its face in an apparent parody of clown makeup. Yuck. These are clown larvae. These are clown larvae. Oh, these are clown larvae. The pasty white face has been painted with little blue triangles over and under the eyes. The creature has a long, thin slash of a mouth as well in the area, and the area around it is painted with bright red lipstick. The eyes flash red as the thing suddenly thrashes in its jar, spinning to face you and stretching its mouth open, revealing rows of yellow shark teeth. You stumble backwards with a cry of shark. Yeah? Got you pretty good there, Missy. What in the world is that? That ain't a real critter. It's made of rubber and clay and doll parts and such. Got an electromagnet on the shelf to move it with. He takes the little push gizmo out of his pocket to show you. Should have seen your face. You about jumped right out of your boots. You lean in closer to inspect the gross thing. Despite what the clown said, it certainly looks real. Whoever made it did an excellent and disgusting job. Peeking surreptitiously surreptitiously. Peeking surreptitiously under the shelf, you don't see any evidence of an electromagnet or other such device. Yeah. These shelves are displaying a large collection of strangely painted eggs. This is a real thing. Get ready for this. This is a real thing. You see several shelves full of white eggs, each one painted with a unique pattern of colorful shapes. A small placard pinned to one of the shelves says "Clown Eggs." In the circus community, it's tradition for each clown to paint their chosen makeup pattern onto an eggshell. These clown eggs are archived for future reference to ensure that no one chooses a pattern that has already been used. It is considered extremely taboo to wear another clown's face. There must be eggs for the clowns that work in the circus. You recognize a few of them, like the clown here in the sideshow tent, and the ticket seller clown out front. Hey, step back please, no touching. Sorry. Hold on, can we inspect the eggs more closely? I want to touch these. Based on his attitude, uniquely combining attentiveness and extreme boredom, you assume this clown's job is to keep an eye on the sideshow exhibits. Howdy, miss. Welcome to the sideshow. Thanks. What's to see in here? Well, down to the left, we have our collection of spooky warped mirrors. Right here, we have exhibits of clown eggs and pickled punks. And further down to the right is our freak show. Feel free to explore. I'll be here if you've got any questions. I have a question. About these, people? You mean the freaks? Ain't they a scream? The one with the giant eyeball head is my favorite. Nice, quiet fella. Uh-huh. If you have a question about the other two, feel free to ask them personally. I wouldn't want to be telling tales out of school. Since the eye guy can't talk, though, you can ask me about him if you want. Okay. What can you tell me about him? Not much, I'm afraid. To be honest, he just joined us, about a year ago. Maybe a little less. How do you get like that? I couldn't tell you. I bet you've got a theory, at least. Well, maybe you saw something no human fellow should ever see. Why is he locked to his chair? Ah, you noticed that, did you? A real shame, that is. Fella's a bit unpredictable. He has a violent spell once in a while. Gosh. Don't you worry none. I'm keeping an eye on him. Where'd he come from? No idea. Weird, ain't it? You'd think fella that looks like that, you'd have read about him in the papers, right? Well, yeah. It sure is mysterious. It looks to be one of those weird bent mirrors that make you look all crazy, as if there wasn't enough crazy looking stuff around here already. Your reflection in the mirror is short and squash looking, folded up like an accordion. You spend a moment moving back and forth in front of the mirror, seeing how the image changes. It's kind of amusing. My voices are silly. Thank you. Thank you. I'm usually kind of shy about voice actor-y stuff. So, this is fun practice. This looks to be one of those weird bent... Yep, no. The mirror makes you look really... The mirror makes you look really stretched out and thin. Your limbs twist and writhe like snakes as you move around. It's a bit unsettling, and your muscles ache a little. Sympathetically. If I do the cowboy voice. This looks to be... Yep, no. Not reading that twice. Yeah. This mirror somehow shows you what you'd look like in clown makeup. Bloodshot eyes stare back at you from a pasty white face painted with an odd pattern of red triangles. In the flickering lantern light, it almost looks like she winks at you. Brr. I'm gonna ask a question. What's with those weird mirrors? Ain't they a riot? That's what they call an optical illusion, as I understand it. It has to do with the way light reflects off of them. The crawling along the floor while you're making those noises was very accurate. I'm 100% sure what I saw can't be explained by the reflection of light. No telling what you might see if you look too long. Okay. What can you tell me about these eggs? That's a traditional clown thing. There's a placard next to him that explains in detail. Don't get close, please. They're fragile. What are these things in the jars? That's what we in the business like to call pickled punks. A menagerie of strange, twisted creatures such as you've never seen. What a sentence. A menagerie of strange and twisted creatures such as you've never seen before and the like, captured and preserved on display for your entertainment and edification. At least that's how the boss says it. Oh, they were young? As real as they come. I want to touch. Okay, I think we're done here. Hot food, cold drinks, tepid candy. Oh, they're in sync. Almost. Tepid candy guy's a little off. Eat the eggs. Red Hots, calls the clown behind this food stand. Red Hots, footlongs, 2 kinds of mustards. There's also a small sign that says Lost and Found. Clown grins and gestures at the little charcoal grill behind him. Howdy, ma'am. Interested in a hot footlong sausage? What are they made of? What do you mean? They're pork. What else do you make a sausage out of? I was wondering if you had a vegetarian option. Lady, this is a carnival, not a herbivore. You've been saving that one up, haven't you? For years, thank you, ma'am. How much are they? $2.50 meat with your choice of condiments. I mean, you already said 2 kinds of mustards. What are the condiments? I've got onions, pickled relish, 3 kinds of mustards, and 2 kinds of ketchup. The number of mustards gone up. What kinds of mustards? Brown, yellow, and blue. Blue? Blue mustard? Ah, looks like I'm all out of the blue. Sorry. Two kinds of ketchup? Yep, got both ketchup and catsup. Reminds me of how carnival and cannibal are pronounced nearly the same in Japanese. There's material there. Catsup. Yep, catsup. I'll take a dog. Okay, I'll take one. Thank you kindly, ma'am. Here you are. Help yourself to the condiments. Clown sausage. I want to see Lost and Found. I'd like to see Lost and Found. No, sure thing. What'd you lose? Well, nothing. What? You just figured you'd see if I had anything you like? Look, there's no such thing as an honest thief. You gotta pick one or the other. Sorry. No, Blue. Your disappointment is immeasurable and your trip is ruined. Cold drinks, calls the clown behind the food stand. Ice cold sarsaparilla in bottles. Howdy, ma'am. Care to treat yourself to an ice cold soft drink? You said you're selling them in bottles? That's right. Got newfangled crown cork bottle caps and all. You make the drinks yourself? If you're asking, we have a wagon dedicated to brewing and bottling 3 different kinds of sodas in our traveling carnival. No. We stock up as we pass through larger towns. What kinds do you have? I've got root beer, ginger beer, and sarsaparilla. What about grapefruit? Nope. What about pomegranate? Nope. How about grapefruit? Nope. How about blue raspberry? Nope. How about black cherry? Nope. How about vanilla? Nope. How about celery? Nope. Diet energy drink. I was really hoping he'd like give us a freebie to make us go away. What kinds do you have again? I've got root beer, ginger beer, sarsaparilla. Come on, give me a freebie, give me a freebie, give me a freebie. No, this is going nowhere. How much are they? 205 meat. It's for the deposit on the bottle. How much money do we even have? How much money do we have? Not a lot left. Moxie by 3. Except he was all out of the Blue Buster. I don't need to buy things. Cotton candy, calls the clown behind the footstand, and then he makes a whee noise with a slide whistle. Come try this just invented confectionery delight. Whee! Step right up, miss. Step up and try one of the world's newest candy sensations. What is it? Cotton candy! The finest, in several senses of the word, spun sugar, created through revolutionary new processes. It's so light and sweet and fluffy, it's like eating butterfly dreams and kitten wishes. Ooh. So, it isn't actually made of cotton? What? No. Cotton is indigestible, no matter how much chocolate you cover it with. Found that out the hard way, did you? Phew. I don't want to eat kitten wishes now. That's strange. How you make it? He pats a metal box with a wide funnel coming out of the top. This little machine right here. Can't tell you how it works, much as I'd like to brag. It's a trade secret. Is he really Tefid, or are you just playing as Clown Boy? You invented it? Not as such. Couple dentists down south are the first ones. Dentists, go figure. Food. But after hearing about it, I managed to figure out how it works. Made a few improvements with my design too. When you eat the machine. Now I'm really curious. Sorry, miss. These secrets in this box are for nobody's eyes but my own. Whee! Be happy to sell you some cotton candy, though. How much does it cost? Just 300 me? Food? Meh. Nothing interesting back that way. There's a clown here selling rubber toy balloons. When he sees he has your attention, he smiles and waggles the balloons at you enticingly. Howdy there, miss. Interest you in a toy balloon? How do you make them float like that? Why, there's nothing to it. Heck, they all float around here. Of course. What colors do you have? Oh, just take a look. Red. They're all red. How much are they? For you, just 30 meat. Pennywise, I'm buying. Alrighty then, here you go. Anything else I can do for you? Can you tell me more about your circus? Really, it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs. What would you like to know? Who's this Barnaby Bob guy? Oh, the boss is a real famous showman, though I'm not surprised you wouldn't have heard of him around here. Got an eye like a hawk, and he's a real whiz with those knives of his. Don't miss his show! It's a real highlight of the carnival. This place you've set up is kinda out of the way. What are your plans? These voices are too similar, it's tripped me up. The place you got set up is kinda out of the way. What are your plans? I haven't decided yet. That's why we set down somewhere a bit more rural. Keep things relatively quiet while we scout around, get the lay of the land and all. Where do you travel from? Is your previous stop interesting? No, northwestish. It was a little hole in the ground kind of place. You wouldn't have heard of it. Why is everyone working here a clown? Oh, it's traditional. When the, what do you call them? Rodeos stopped being put on. The rodeo clowns took other jobs at the circuses and carnivals. Over the years, it just became a normal thing for the carnies to be clowns. It's a community, you might say. Okay, see you around, clown. Catch you later like an alligator. Neat. Sure are a lot of clowns around here. Guess it ain't all that surprising. Want a balloon? Not if a clown touched it. Clown immunity. Twitch streamers. This extremely muscular clown seems to be guarding the entrance to some sort of stage. This clown crosses his arm and grunts when you approach. Stage show ain't till later. When? Later. Yeah, but exactly when? Later. Okay, jeez. This clown appears to be a shooting this appears to be a shooting gallery type carnival game. Spitting straight facts. Howdy there, Vince. What we have here is a game for sharp eyes and quick reflexes. Hope you won't take it as insult if I suggest one of the other games might be more your speed, but you're welcome to try your luck all the same. Wait, you're straight. What's the game? Well, on the wall behind me, I got a bunch of thick-skinned, underinflated balloons. For 10 meat, I'll loan you a cheap, inaccurate pistol and a pile of badly made ammunition, and your goal is to pop as many of those balloons as you can before the pistol stops working. That's an unusually honest-sounding description. I've discovered making the challenge sound exactly as difficult as it is only makes people more determined to be the one who beats it. What's the prize? A ticket to Barnaby Bob's stage show, which is otherwise sold out. So it's a rare catch, my friend. Okay, we'll give it a shot. Wow. Okay, yeah, no, this goes up to 30 moxie. The clown hands you the cheap pistol and gestures at the balloons behind him. Good luck! You shoot a few balloons until the pistol jams. You manage to pop a few, but not very many. The clown nods. Yep, that's about average. Not enough to win a prize, though. Sorry. Test your mind, test your might. Yep, that's what I figured. So, we have one option for moxie, magic, and muscle. So, we're gonna be winning it through this. My gosh. Okay, just the flipping animation. There's a kid here searching around with a sad look on his face. Let's go gambling! You okay, kid? You lose your parents? You lost my lucky bottle cap. You haven't seen it, have you, ma'am? No, but I'll keep an eye out. What's it look like? It's shiny, steel, and it's on a little chain. Okay, I'll let you know if I find it. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'd like to see Lost and Found. Oh, sure thing. What'd you lose? A lucky bottle cap. Is how you begin to work at 6 a.m.? True. Clown pulls a wooden box out from on the counter and looks inside. Appears you're in luck. Oh wait, no. Appears you're in luck. This one yours? He puts the box on the counter for you to see and turns back to his grill for a moment. Box contains a shiny bottle cap on a little metal chain, a folding pocket knife, a white silk handkerchief, a bottle of smelling salts. And here's the honest thing. Yep, that's the one. Thanks. No problem, ma'am. Okay. This is too normal of a walk. Aww. Thank you, Fox. The 2 months a week. Wait, that's 4. That's gonna be half a year? Half a year streak? I wanted to say half a baby, but I think that's 9 months actually. You missed a month. That's okay. That's how life goes sometimes. I appreciate anything and everyone. I appreciate just having people in the chat. The fact that you're here, I appreciate that immensely. Hi, ma'am. Did you find my lucky bottle cap? Half a baby? A pediatrician's worst nightmare. Is this the one? That's it. Thank you, ma'am. No problem. A kid here playing with the bottle cap on a chain. Logan, say, that's a real nice balloon. You want to trade? I'll give you my lucky bottle cap for it. Okay. Great, here you go. Thanks again, ma'am. Cute. Presumably this belongs to the kid, because you can't imagine there's more than one person around here who would be so into a bottle cap they'd hang it on a chain. Sell value 1 meat. Is it actually... What does it do? Farmer Otter playing stick figure cowboys. Good evening. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, good to see you, Panda. Hope you're having a good one. Yep, 1 meat. I can only assume that it's gonna be useful again later? More balloon, guys. Hold on. There's a clown here selling rubber toy balloons. Oddly, he looks exactly like the other one. Though I guess it's hard to tell really, what with the makeup and all. Howdy there, miss. Interest you in a toy balloon? Okay. What colors you have? Oh, just take a look. Oh my. Aw, thank you, Noah. Thank you. Yeah. Hype moment. Hype moment. Having a not so bad one. You've been off your meds for 2 weeks and it's going good. Heck yes. Oh my god. That's a big one. I hope it stays looking absolutely positive, man. You have all my spare luck. Oh, just take a look. Red. They're all red. I mean, we've already bought balloons. Meh. Our money is running thin. This appears to be one of those test your strength games where you have to use a big hammer to ring a bell. Well, howdy there, miss. You look like if you got a good arm on you. Here's a game that's right up your alley. What's the game? Simple as can be. Just take this big mallet here and hit the lever on the bell. Ring that bell and you win. If I give you my spare luck, I'll end up like you. I said my spare luck, not all my luck. This implies that I have excess luck to give. You see? I'm funkin' with portals. Okay, you lose 10 meat. Clown takes your meat and puts the big mallet on the counter. I have insane luck. I don't know about that. Just a little bit extra. Just a little bit extra I can promise to people. Oh, sad. The stat sheet of an otter must be quite OP. If anything, my best stat for like a stat sheet would probably be Constitution. That's all I got going on. Okay, we'll hit it extremely hard. Pick up the mallet, toss it end over end, and catch it a couple times to test its weight, and casually slam it into the lever. Ding! Well, Alvi, that's some genuine muscle you've got on you, gal. Looks like you're a winner. You've got an item, circus show ticket. The show will be starting soon, so don't miss it. Thanks. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Clown crosses his arms and grunts when you approach. The show ain't till later. When? Later. Yeah, but when exactly? Later. Okay. You said it's starting soon. Can I just talk to this guy? Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. What's the prize? Interesting. Admit 1. Barnaby Bob's astonishing demonstration of precipitality and skill. B, B, A, D, P, and S. Maybe we talk to Alice? What do you think we should do next? There's always Smee's new rail camp. He might have run into some new problems. In fact, I'd say it's practically a certainty. Yeah, no? Maybe it's just actually not time, like we have to do more of the game? Have I played Satisfactory before? I have not. I know some people that have complete brain rot for it, so it must be a good game with a good game loop. Okay, ticket booth clown recognizes you and waves you towards the circus entrance. I guess we'll come back here later then. Can't get past the start of that game. Oh. Might say the game is Noah. Say it. You're dead to me. 3D Factorio. If Connor plays it, we'll probably never hear from me again. Okay. Even Fox is done with you. Okay, let's go to the last Dutch oven mine. We weren't quite finished there. You find a liquor cabinet standing in the woods. Maybe there used to be a house around it. You try opening it, but find it to be locked. It's probably why it didn't get stolen by whoever stole the walls. Inclined to start streaming your lunacies once a week? Heck yeah. Bro, let me know if you do. I'd try and peek in, given the schedule lines up. You help yourself to the liquor. Decent whiskey, decent tequila. Okay, we're gonna have to put the sweet smelling flowers into our offhand to pass this. I'm gonna take it right back off again because I love my filthy porcelain cow. Oh my god. Oh, that walk was so momentary, but that was my favorite for sure. Ride 'em, cowboy. Elevator mechanism is all rusty. You lubricate the elevator liberally. Heck yeah. Bouncy lantern. You emerge from the elevator into a deeper shaft. By the light of your lantern, you see exposed meat veins on nearly every surface. It's unusual that there would be this much readily available meat left in a working mine. What were they digging for if not this? Okay. Okay, pick away the exposed meat deposit. Mine's plain and bonus, love that. You're really sweet of me, but never forget, you live in the bad direction of time zones. Most of your day, I'm still not a dreamland. Fool. Fool. My sleep schedule is abnormal. Meat veins, kind of concerning. That's just how this world is built, my man. We get unrefined meat nuggets. And our currency is also meat. Okay. This guy is totally out of it. He's gibbering and drooling and doesn't seem to even see you. Hey, buddy. Are you okay? Uh-huh. You wave your hand in front of his face, but he doesn't react at all. Okay. We'll loop back around to him. Oh. There it is. Ride up, cowboy. Oh, yeah. Shovels dulled to uselessness. Was one of these miners digging with his helmet? Looks like a miner died trying to dig deeper with their hands. A broken pickaxe. Okay. An ominous ladder leading down into a deep, dark pit. Oh my. This gem is pretty, but it smells terrible. You got an effluvious emerald. Hold on. This gem, if this gem is half as valuable as it is pungent, you're in the money, and you should probably wash your hands before you spend it. Nice. This guy seems to have gnawed off his own hands before he died. You start to feel very uneasy. What does that word even mean? Man, you Google that and let me know. These scratches are just painted on. In blood. The hair on the back of your neck stands up. This guy worked his fingers to the bone digging, and then worked his bones to the marrow. Your heart is pounding. The gouge marks are dark with blood. You have to get out of this pit right now. I don't think so. As you near the rocks, the voices in your head begin screaming too loudly to ignore. You have to get out of this pit right now. No. I want to go in deeper. Oh, there's still some little bits of fingernail in these gouges. The finger bones are all splintered. Rude. I want into there. What was the word again? Effluviant? With 2 F's, I think. Leave him to his gibbering. Okay, this is something we will be returning to then. Whack. Got some money out of it though. Lately, you've been really into Warhammer 40k creepy lore dives. And even there, you've never heard the word effluvious. Offensively smelly. We love having an expanded vocabulary. Okay, we'll get back in that direction later. Pretty sure we did the Coleridge mine, but I don't remember what was in it. Safe Kraken 1. We don't have that yet. Nope. We'll get back to that. Those royal locker ears must have been used for storing personal effects of the feller who used to work this mine. The third one is labeled Loose Ben. It's a combination of locks on it. right. Okay, we don't know the combo for that. I think that might be... That's right. A rope. Yeah, okay. Rope and a combination there. Did those boops and bonks go off? I actually didn't hear them. Thank you for the snacks. Okay, how about over to the professor's house and see if we have enough stuff? Bonk didn't see the boop. If one worked, I'll assume the other did, but always call out if otherwise. Good to see you again. Have you got those 5 piles of scrap yet? Not yet. Okay. What are you shaking me for? What I do to deserve this? If we stop by Button Willows, can sell our meat ore and double check for rope. Yeah, no rope. I love the little screen capture of us walking by her there. That's adorable. We can get rid of the artillery saber. Have this item equipped. I'm so glad they mentioned that to us. Desert Gang 6 gun, have that equipped. Fluvius Emerald. It doesn't say just sell it. Lots of things that are only for selling, they say just sell it. Someone's not eating their dinner. I usually wait for the end of stream or breaks. But if you're asking me to, we will sell it though. Meat ore. The herbal remedy is only worth 5. Lock, lucky cap. We only have 1. No, we have 6 needles left. Good to know. You'll eat my dinner for me? Okay, get in here and help. That's an arm, Foxed. Saint Beefus thigh. Okay. Head sack we can sell, which is a shame, because it's plus 4 muscle. Could really use that. Unrefined meat nugget. Ooh. Okay. And our money is back up to respectable amounts. Love that for us. Oops, sorry. Fantastic. I don't know if we've done the XP grind today, so I'm gonna real quickly pop into the Dave yard, see what the hat says. Okay, yes. We won't be able to XP grind until next sleep. Which means, I think, it is time for us to hit the railroad camp. Oh! As you're headed down the dusty desert trail, you sense an extremely powerful, extremely malicious cow presence nearby. You track it to the source of a nearby ranch. Discovered a new map location, Hellstrom Ranch. I love detours! I love detours. I love detours. Let's go punch a cow. Ooh! Needle. Needle, needle. Needle. I think this is another XP grind area. What do you say, Alice? There's another cemetery near here we ought to check out. A pretty big one named Reboot Hill. Okay, I'll add it to the itinerary. Am I forgetting about anything? Alice reminds you that those nuns in the old mission above the sub-mission catacombs still need help retrieving their relics. Ah, that's right, we were outclassed by one of the, one of the saints. Did I say let's go punch a cow? Does it Oh, there we go. Doodle Connor. Cow Puncher. That is our character class in the game. The classes that you get to pick at the beginning are Cow Puncher, Snake Oiler, and Bean Slinger. I am not kidding. What is that? It's a portal into the infernal cow dimension? Spencer, were you not paying attention to the lore? This is very integral game lore. Okay, the only part of the shed that didn't burn was this part of a horseshoe that was attached to. I guess it really is good luck. Okay. Pistol attack damage. If it's a flat +6, that's actually pretty good. Versus +3 to our melee damage, which is also good. Snake Oiler sounds like an innuendo. I didn't say it, you did. I think we're gonna keep holding on to the filthy porcelain cow. Snake Oiler is the gunslinger. Yep. Like Snake Oils is some old con artist thing back in the Western days. Absolutely. That's the magician? No. Beanslinger's the magician. Because food and magic are intertwined. Fox, you. I am correct. I'm right. Me. You got them backwards. You did. Food and magic is the same in this world, which is weird. Oh, cool. We can actually go in the barn. Needle in the haystack. Find a single, mostly unburnt book. Burned leatherworking manual. Lack the proper leatherworking expertise to use the... Hold on. I've been saving leather. You have 3 kids. Guess it's only natural that your mind drifts to certain areas from time to time. Otherwise, you probably would not have become a dad at 21 years old. Can't hate the player. But if you read... I can't read. What are you talking about? Teaches you how to make things out of infernal cowhide. Read it. You read the book from charred leather cover to charred leather cover. Nice. After you're done reading it, you understand that the book itself is bound in valuable leather. You tear it apart so you can make something else from it. Nice. I'm gonna read the next mex too. This book contains some basic rituals. Yep. Seems like this is probably pretty dangerous. Are you certain? The dark arts are no laughing matter. This could really mess you up. Alice growls and gives you the hairiest of eyeballs. Read it, I said. The words crawl off the page and into your eyes like worms. The worms burrow into your bones and then whisper stuff to you about cool things you can do with other people's bones. You got a perk? Raise skeletal, buddy. As you turn over the last page, the book vanishes in a puff of black smoke. You don't feel so well. This is Dredge all over again. Your hair instantly loses all of its color. You've got a perk white hair. Okay. Hold on, there's that scroll too. Okay, scroll is in bad shape and you can't really make out anything new, but you're convinced it must be another clue to the whereabouts of the necromancer. You stick the scroll into your journal. I think we might end up usurping the necromancer if I keep reading these necromancer items. Old. Let's see. What does it do? Oh! It reduces your moxie. Your hair has gone prematurely white due to your meddling in the affairs of the netherworld. I'm glad I don't care too much about moxie. Every book just destroys itself. Oh, Spence. Every last one, no matter how silly. self-destructs. I promise. I promise you this. This is a fact of how this world works. Okay, our mysticality is still up from last episode, where I slammed, like, 10 points worth of food to finish the pickle quest. That's a sentence. That's a sentence. Like the Book of Walking Stupid, we dropped and stepped on it 50 times on accident. Yep. This bench is fully stocked with sanctified leatherworking tools. Blessed owls, hallowed punches, holy water soaked thread, that kind of thing. Let's make some things. We can't make a new hat. It means nothing. Think about what you could make out of thick leather. Stomp damage. Oh. Disabling combat item. Every time I say necromancer, it reminds you of that ticket? I'm not sure I follow. So doesn't Alice have a grudge against the undead? Absolutely. And she has... she has not approved. Oh, TikTok! Yeah, fair. Yeah, Alice has not approved of my choices so far. I think 5 muscle, 3 armor is really good. This bench is... oh, yep, same thing. I wish it showed me how much leather I actually have. 3 muscle using nails. Okay. Requires some nails. Yep, a lot of that. Boots in a bag would be nice, but I wonder if we're gonna run out before that. I'm gonna grab the bag. No, we still have some stuff left. Let's go for boots. Gotta make Alice happy somehow. The fact that we're stopping the world from ending should be enough. She may leave us to rot in combat. I don't know. It'd be cool if there was like a separate ending that you can get if you have Alice and you become involved in the dark arts. You might as well make some lassos. Requires thick leather. Okay, yeah, we've used it all. I'm very glad I saved that. There's one thing you're not interested in. It's a fair fight. Oh, okay, this would take place of our beefus bone. That's a sentence. St. Beefus' thigh. 9 to 11, 2 muscle, 10 HP. 9 to 11, 3 muscle. So technically it does give us more muscle for the same damage. But Beefus Thigh gives us more HP. So for now I'm gonna hold on to the thigh bone, but we'll probably switch out at some point. Drop the great bone of St. Beefus. We put it back. We only considered it for a second. Come on. I'm only a little blasphemous. Pants. Boots. Bull Stomp deals 3 extra damage. Okay, wait, let's go. That was 1 maximum AP. Kinda nice, but not crazy about that. And the other thing that we made was a bag. I think that's literally just like it auto attached thick leather bag. This bag pulses, its maw gnashing and yearns for flesh. This item goes in your offhand. No, yeah, we put the pants on. Want me to take them off? Meat gain versus 3 melee damage. Maybe we'll put the bag on later. Alright. This is a portal to hell. You hear ominous mooing. This sure seems like one powerful source of hell cow energy. Cooney heard pants, you know it. Okay, let's see if we can, take the cows. That was a lot of damage instantly. Okay. 3 action points, that's enough to get beefy. And stun them. Okay, let's heal ourselves immediately. Stunned. Oh my god, its muscle is 70. That's 100. That'll be 20 damage. It's probably immune to hot damage because it's a hell cow. That's gonna do 0 damage because our Moxie is absolutely nothing. Punch is 2 AP, so we can't lock them for another turn. It's not an option. 15, 5 units of poison. Target would be disabled for 3 rounds. All you can imagine is for that one request, a Doodle Connor is bullied like Escanor from 7 Deadly Sins, looming over some cows. Oh, built like Escanor. Alice on the shoulder with glowing eyes, holding up their bone saw. Excellent. Okay. Poison. TNT. It's going to be locked for another turn, so I can do a straight attack. That was 1 hit point. That was 1 hit point. That was 1 hit point. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! We'll heal again. I can keep stunning it, but we're not gonna do nearly enough damage. No, we can't. We're not ready for this. Shame to have used some items on him, but we are not ready for that. You shouldn't summon cows from hell if you don't have the backbone to send them back. Lesson learned. Indeed. Okay. This does mean we gotta go back to Dirtwater and rest, because that was our second Angie. Skeleton approaches you in that jittery, stop-motion-y way that skeletons do. Judging by its hat, it appears to be a skeleton of a beanslinger. Remember the classic saying, old beanslingers die like normal people, but sometimes they keep walking around and casting spells at you afterwards. Oh, we have an option to intimidate them. You pick up a large stick and break it over one knee. See that? You grow out the skeleton? That's you. Skeleton pauses and and watches you snap the halves of the stick into smaller sticks. Crunch. Snap. Gonna turn you into toothpicks, skeleton. What do you think of that, huh? Snap those bones like little twigs. Skeleton starts to back away, and then turns to run. Hey, you shout after it. Got any meat? Snap, snap. It throws an old pouch behind it as it clatters away. We just robbed a skeleton. Heard Connor was a necromancer. Chomp chomp. We robbed a skeleton. I love that. Sounds very sus in your head. As it should. As it definitely should. Talk about a shakedown, you know it. Okay. Eepy sleepies. You dream they are climbing a mountain with a pale giant while fleeing from a cloud of vapor. Suddenly, you fall into a bottomless void. You wake up ready to face a new day. You wake up refreshed and restored. And hungry. And sober. Skeleton boy recognizes you as a bone cold killer. Da 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 da. True. Didn't mean to talk to Bill. Let's see what the merchant has. What does the soap do? What does the soap do? Why do we have soap? Why do we have the option to buy more soap? Okay, I have 2 of these. We have so many shovels. Very yummy. I could buy some dynamite. I think we could buy some dynamite. Instantly kills Smash Bro players. They've never taken a shower in their lives. Fair. Okay, okay, we have 6 of them now. Excuse me. Alright, I think we're not just good to travel. We're good to XP grind. Here comes the boring part. I'm gonna subject you to the boring part. Into the we go. Whole bunch of them. Tee. Okay, most muscle is on you. Well, beef. I'm not even gonna bother stunning people, I don't think. Maybe. Or I do 9 damage to everyone. I'll stun him. Boop. Nice. Bone saw. I'm gonna use it on the most noxious one, because I think that's our weakest point right now. Okie dokie. Spooky damage. I will bonk him. Alice will get this bro. And literally 2 HP. Yep, you're down this. Boop. Okay, there is 1 of 5 that we're allowed to do today. Bonk. This is true. This is incredibly true. Beef. Stun. Saw. Aww. Thank you, Arod. Goodness. People are kind of showing out today a little. I appreciate you. I'm doing the baby face right now. I'm going straight baby mode. Oh, boops. Boops, boops. Okay, 2 of 5. You gotta be nice. I'm just gonna hide over here. Shy. I'll just be over here. Yep, this is where I am the rest of the stream. If people keep being nice to me. Don't hee-hee. Don't hee-hee. I'll bite your ankles off. To bury the otter. Now that's a euphemism. Oh, second snack spam. Oh, round 2. I'm doomed. Speaking of burying the otter, our little buddy is only a forehead, just a little crown. Okay, and Alice is taking on the third skeleton as well. She's better than us at this. Okay, that was 3 of 5. 6 sick. Beef. It actually will be more valuable for us to use the bull stomp if we were going for straight damage. But we're not going for straight damage. Alice has a 1-hit KO. So, like, the stall is more worth it here. Oh wow, you guys are being really efficient with the spam right now. I think we're gonna be losing part of the screen at this rate. Okay, that's... Oh my god, we only did one hit point there. That's crazy. Oh no! Anyways... You are so cheeky. You're so cheeky. Okie dokie. It should be one more skeleton battle heal.
"20,000 leagues under the snacks. Day 5. Running low on the jerky I rationed. We'll have to start carving out the walls in this shack I made under the mountain with snacks, but I must be careful not to cause a cave-in of snacks."
Hold on. Where'd you get the jerky? You're not allowed to have that. I'm confiscating that. Come on. That's too salty for you. And also I want some. Beef sounds really good right now. Gosh, yeah, these skeletons are completely outclassing our, like, central character right now. That's crazy. Yeah, no. We're only winning these because we have Alice. Rowdy Dave Mayfield is that one's name. Okay, check. Yep, hat says no, which means we can do a little more XP grinding up at Snake Spring. Off the side of the trail, you see an old man struggling to get a rope untied from a fence post. Unfortunately, can't help him. Tip our hat right on. If that man was gonna give us the rope, that would have advanced us in that one mine. Oh, that stinks. Hold on, actually. Mysticality. We were one off. Consarn it. An endless stream of snakes pours out of a hole into the canyon wall. Let's do this thing. If I remember, yep. Toughest snake, upper right. Okay. Beef. Let's stun Bigums. Boop. And Alice's AoE will be fantastic for this. Get nibbled. That's fine. Oh my god, I can't believe the snack spam's still going. Y'all are straight goobers. You know that? Y'all are my goofy goobers. Okay, as usual, these fights are not really concerning, but they do take a little bit longer than the skeletons. Like, each skeleton battle is literally max 3 turns because of Alice. It's the end of that. Good work. My gosh. Okay, yeah, no, I guess I'll just smack the beefiest snake here. Nice. Okay. 1 of 5. And we do it again. Beef. Stun. Save up again to get the tide higher. Eat the beefiest snake. I don't think snakes taste like beef, but I guess I'll try it. Need to save for a doodle. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Spend your points how you want them. You do not need to fall to peer pressure. Bonk. Bonk and pew and bonk and pew, and that's how these battles go. Okay, yeah, take the big guy out. Guess it might have made more sense to pick off one of the other ones, but whatever, man. The snack pressure, though. Instead of peer pressure, it's pure pressure with a U. Fear of the coming of the origami man. He'll most certainly make you fold. I like origami. I like origami. I'll hang out with him. Okay, this is 3 of 5, which means we're almost halfway through. Pew pew pew. Okay, Big Snake is down this turn. All fun and games till you have to make 30 cranes using those microscopic surgical tools. Okay, bro. I'm actually really good at making super tiny paper cranes. Like, I've made cranes that are like the size of like, what to compare to? Like little rice grains. If you make them out of like a tissue paper, you can get really small. Ants? Smaller than ants. I guess it depends on the species of ant. Smaller than most ants. Actually, for the stream anniversary, I was thinking of doing a hand cam and doing some Lego building. I guess I could show off how tiny of origami I can do during that. That is an option. Connor hand? I do have to figure out the setup a little bit more. Like, I'm probably gonna have to make a PNG tuber or set up a second webcam for it. But it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. I have a Lego set that I haven't built yet. Of 3 gorgeously realistic bugs. Connect phone. Oh, buddy, my phone is already my webcam. That is my main webcam. Appreciate the gumption, though. There are other work-from-homers in my house. Scavy, hi!
Threw 5 bits at us.
But yeah, the other work-from-homers in my house, I could get lucky and be able to borrow one of theirs. Say biblically accurate insects. Close enough, man. Close enough. Bugs are basically angels to me anyways, so they can be biblically accurate. Remember seeing some VTubers when making art? They have a special sprite model of their model's arm carrying a pencil. Yeah! VTuber Kit recently added support for the ability to have a hand holding controllers, but it takes something a lot more complex to get it to the point where it tracks what buttons you're pressing. That goes both for controllers, for tablet pens, for keyboard layouts, stuff like that. It gets very complicated, and I would dare say is very masterful with the equipment that they're working with. I have downloaded and opened the software that you make VTuber Kit stuff in. Or not VTuber Kit, Live 2D stuff in. And then I've gotten very nervous and closed it again. That has happened before. Someday I'll get over that hump, but for now, I'm just happy with VTuber Kit, man. Oh, hold on. I didn't beef up or stun the other snake. Goofy, That means we're taking much more damage than we need to be taking right now. Okay, well, let's beef and stun. I can also heal myself. Which, I suppose, is what all these snake livers are for. Stun bigums. What are you checking, huh? What are you checking over there? Okay. 10 HP. Shake the Connor. No, you give me shaken baby syndrome. How dare. Have I played Legends of Eka, Echoes of Furniture? I've not. You recommend it? What genre? That's only 8. Be more worth our time to smack you. Boop. What? Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. IKEA. Ika. Legends of Ika. Legends of Ika. Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. The last and only Legend of Zelda game I ever have played was on the original SNES. It was on the original SNES. I played the original as a kid, and I have not bought or played another Zelda game since. For no particular reason. I would probably really like Breath of the Wild. I'd probably really like Majora's Mask. There's lots I know I would probably like. I haven't stepped into it. You know a game called Shadows of Loathing? Yes. And before West of Loathing was out was Kingdoms of Loathing. These games all take place in the same universe as well, to my understanding. Successfully killed 4 snakes out of infinity snakes. Just infinity more to go. Yep, and that is the last of the grind there. Majora's Mask, your beloved. And I think Wind Waker is the one with Toon Link. Twilight Princess I might like too. Those Zelda games stick out to me as stylistically distinct enough where I think I would have fun. We get to go see about finishing the battle and rescue mission. Okay, pry the lid off the crate, help yourself to the contents. Can't let taxpayer-funded material go to waste after all. Heck yeah. Okay. We have lassos. No, this isn't the place. Okay, not rescue mission. Old mission? Might be old mission. Dynamite, thermospiked coffee. Neat. Is this correct? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Pew! Pew pew! Pew pew pew! Pew pew pew! That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, hey. These skeletons beat us last time. I am going to destroy you. 60 each? 60 each? Okay. Who has the most HP? Who has the most HP? A couple of you. First off, beef. 9 damage to everyone? Yeah. Let's just AoE these guys. Oh, I love the xylophone sound effect. That's... yeah. Understandable. Understandable. Your ass kicked all the way upstairs. You got a perk, glutton for punishment. I got spooked. I got spooked. Glutton for punishment. You gain experience from fights even when you lose. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. We have 500 unspent XP. We should put it into our base, like, skills. Okay. That spread a lot thinner than I was hoping it was gonna. Okay. My pride is upset. My pride is upset. Okay. They're not as important as this battle. Okay, Saint appears to be resting in pieces. Reassemble it and fight them. If I remember, the pelvis does absolutely nothing. The limbs up front have a lot of HP and muscle. Oh, they all have good muscle. Okay. Okay, first things first, we beef. I am gonna use some of the lassos. Okay. And I'm gonna use the haymaker on the skull. Hopefully that should cut the amount of damage that they're able to do. Alice will instantly destroy a skeleton. Try to remember, do these count? Don't remember. I think they do. They do. Okay. So we just gotta survive a good couple of turns. The rib cage heals. The pelvis does nothing. Okay, let's try and get that skull down. But it was straight up all over in pieces. This is true. Okay, the rib cage was healing, so get rid of you ASAP. That stun is over. Okay, that's gonna take 18. 0 damage, 1 damage. 0, 0. 20. Yeah, I could just use a dynamite on the skull. That's worth it. Otherwise, Alice can take down one of them. So let's hit this and have Alice take down one that's not stunned. So boxed. I'm gonna put you in a box with only one air hole. Straight up fox abuse. I'll use another TNT. I'll use a melee attack. Not Connor copying your... What did I do? What did I do? Just one? Oh, put Fox in a box? Understandable. Okay, I don't actually even need to hit that one, but that's fine. Fox in a box with socks. On rocks. Maybe understandable. Rocks and clocks. St. Cordata's skull. St. Cordata's ring. Neat. Okie doke. I can return those relics. Badoop. Okie dokie. Skull of Cortana. Pelvis of the St. Pope. Fingerbone of St. Beefus. You've recovered all the relics. Oh, praise be. Thank you. I'm glad it helped, sister. You must be rewarded for your efforts, though. We don't have much, but you might find these pants handy. One of our old priests left them behind. Kneeling pants. What do they do? 3 muscle. We're wearing spit-soaked pants. Oh, I never put the pants on. +3 muscle. Ooh, leather pants better. Boop, boop. Which means we probably could have been taking less damage this whole time. Oh well. Up our muscle. Boop. Okay. And I'm thinking that it is a good time for me to take a stream break. I need some freaking calories, both in real life as well as I'm like a Roomba. Save my little buddy. Where are you? There you are. Let me break it down for you. Real. We love it. Okay. At this point, I'm just inhaling them like it's the bottom of a smoothie or milkshake. Need like that horrible straw sound. It goes, but like way more like poppy. Boba. Seafood boba. That's horrifying. See the utter back to... I don't know what that is. Cap. Horrible. I hate it. Oh, goodness. Okay. Funny background music is a little quiet. Let me put the gain up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Isn't boba technically just fruit That wouldn't... Fox. First of all, most boba is tapioca, which is pudding, I'm pretty sure. Unless tapioca is fruit. But caviar is egg. Caviar is... Bro, that's egg. That's egg. Oh, good gosh. I hate it. I hate it. I'm taking my break, and I'm cool. I'm out. You'll see me in 15 minutes. I'm out. Okay. And we are back. Hi. I made myself a tea. Gonna be cozy and warm. Okay. We did that. The snack is back? Wait. I am not snack. I am not snack. If you put me in your mouth, I am biting the inside of your mouth. I'm giving you sores. Evil. Oh! If not snack, then why bite-sized? I was gonna say I'm average, but... Poor sweet Doodle Connor, hybrid otter person, is 4'5". I cannot beat the small allegations at that height. I cannot beat the small allegations. Okie dokie. We got our butt kicked at the Hellstrom Ranch. We did do our XP grind? Yeah, okay, no XP grind for now. However, railroad camp time. Small allegations. Wow, geez. I hope you're a veteran, because this python you've encountered is sick. Oh! Veterinarian. Take him to the gun show. Okay. What? So much damage! Oh! Okay. Guess I'm gonna use a couple of these. We'll stun him. Flex tape on me. Goodness. Okay, I guess we're gonna use Alice to heal myself, because I gotta be able to take another one of these hits, at least. The amount of damage this thing has, the amount of HP. It's so beefy. Oh gosh, okay, let's see. This will poison your target by 5. I assume snakes can get poisoned, but it wouldn't surprise me if they were immune. We are gonna poison them. And we'll do 1. Oh my god, okay. We're just gonna... This is the best we got. Did not appropriately spec ourselves. Listen, man. There's no better way I could have spec'd my character, I don't think. It's like starting an MMO and accidentally walking into the endgame area. This is where we have to go next. This is where we're needed. Yeah, no, it's 1 damage for either. Hey, Alice. Okay, Alice can do 11 damage. Which means over the course of 2 turns, she could do 22 damage. Plus poison? We just have to survive. Okay, yeah, no. We have just enough to get through this. Using way too many items. You cured that sick python, in a way. Skin the python, it's tricky because it's mostly muscle. Oh, goodness. Okay, put it on your head to add 30 maximum HP. Yeah, it's already got a hat band on it. I wish we could take hat bands off. Yeah, no, there's no readily way to take the headband off. It'd be cool if there was, like, a location in-game that would let you remove it, but otherwise I think we are stuck with our +3 muscle. Must have slept walk here. This guy has stopped messing with his watch and started eating jelly beans. What you got there? Jelly beans? Yep. Can I have one? Nope. Please? No. Get your own. Where'd you get them? A little way south of here. Some fella named, Roy Bean. You discover a new map location. Roy Bean's House of Justice and Jelly Beans. Cute. Lady's still whistling. Howdy, boss. Howdy, see. It's me, stuck again. Yep, got ourselves one hell of a canyon to get across, and no materials for bridge building. Any ideas? There's an old mine up north called Breadwood. They can open a lumber camp after the mine's dried up. Oh, they opened a lumber camp after the drime's mined up. If you can fix a deal with them for the lumber we need, I can handle the engineering side of things. Okay, where is it? Smee marks down the location of Breadwood Camp on your map. Of course, anything you can find to build a bridge out of is fine by me, but that seems like the simplest option. Let's see what I can do. One of those pay telescopes for tourists. This one was designed by a promising young artist named Edvard Munch. Pair meet and look through the telescope. It sure is big. Yep. Huh. Breadwood. Ow. True. Okay, I guess we schmoove. Breadwood's over there, then we have Reboot Hill. I'm thinking we'll, take a visit over there first. You see the familiar palisades of an army fort off in the middle of the distance. You swing Necroprancer towards it to see what it's called. Fort Memoriam. Reboot Hill first. That's cute. Paint it on. Actually, is there... Don't worry, it's just paint? Correct. I just had to see if there was a dialogue box for that. Oh, there's no witty dialogue stopping us from going off this way. That's a shame. The don't worry is kind of sus. Yeah, I trust it. Okay, Pamela Smith, Pearl Smith, Smith. Oh my god, nothing but Smiths. Loosely packed grave. You uncover a coffin that was apparently delivered by mail because it still has the address printed on it. Either that, or this was a joke about somebody going to Hellstrom Ranch after they died. Okay. Okay. You see a ghost of an elderly woman holding flowers. She seems lost and depressed, above and beyond what's expected for a ghost. Howdy, ma'am. Something I can do for you? Oh, it's awful. I can't remember. I can't remember at all. Let's start at the beginning, okay? Well, you see, I had 4 daughters. They married 4 brothers, the Smith boys. And after that, they each had 5 daughters of their own. Unfortunately, I outlived every one of the 24 of them. You do know you're a ghost, right? Oh yes. In fact, I died here in this graveyard, where they're all buried. I came to visit them, and I suppose my poor heart finally gave out. That's not the problem, though. 95 years is a pretty good run after all. So, what'd you forget?
I brought this bouquet of flowers to put on my favorite granddaughter's grave, but I can't remember which of them was my favorite. I'm so ashamed. I can't bear to leave until I've remembered.
Like spooky ghost Connor. I'll see. Well, maybe I can help you figure it out.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it ever so much.
No problem, ma'am. Can you remember anything about your granddaughter?
I'm quite certain her first name ended with a vowel.
Anything else?
I remembered she was 40 when she... Oh, I remembered I was 40 when she was born. Oh no. 37? Or was it 42? Must have been somewhere in that range at least.
Okay. How old did she say she was? 95. 42. The answer to the life, the universe, and everything. Okay, anything else?
Oh, her first name was longer than her last. Just like mine.
Anything else?
I remembered that she wasn't buried next to any of my daughters.
There's something even funnier. 52. Going backwards. Anything else?
She sniffled a little. She passed at the same age as my poor Becky.
Anything else?
Her favorite hobby was knitting.
She starts to sob.
She knit me a lovely sweater for Crimbo. Just the year before she died. That's all I can remember.
Knitting. Okay then. Hang on, let me think a moment. I'll be back.
All right, dearie. I'll be here.
Little Becky Smith. Little Smith, Pearl Smith. Penultimate Becky Smith. Leslie Smith, Penelope Smith. Patricia Smith. Okay. So, hold on. Let's find your grave, because you died the most recently. 57, 75. 1875 is when it... 1886. 86. 88. Okay, 85 is the youngest grave. So theoretically, this ghost is Mezzo Becky Smith. And if she was 95 when she died... Okay, I'm gonna use... Do I have a piece of paper? I can't believe I don't just have a piece of paper. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Hold on. There we go. That doesn't add up? How so? You're right. You're right. Okay, so we need to find someone whose grave is 95 then? Someone who lived to be 95. No. That's close. And whose grave is not with the others? That's true. I guess we're assuming that her grave is with these. Okay, let's walk around for a minute. Let's walk around for a little minute. Never mind. Right there, Rebecca Smith. Well, that makes it nice and easy. She was born on around here. So, did she say 35 to 42? Let's tab through these. Ended in a vowel. 37 or 42. Longer than her last name. Let's try to narrow it down based on that. Okay. Pamela Smith would work. Pearl Smith, no. If we count penultimate as part of the name, that counts. Leslie Smith counts. Little Becky Smith disqualified. Penelope Smith, not quite. Patricia Smith works. First Becky's. There's too many Becky Smiths. Oh God. Oh. First name ends in a vowel, correct. Linda Smith, Margaret's. Who names their child Fidelity? Who? What? Worst name ever. Magdalene's insurance Okay. Yeah, no, there's a lot of options here. Okay, and in a vowel. 37 to 42. First name longer. Wasn't buried next to the daughters. Same age as Becky. As a Becky, at least. Same age as Becky. Okay. I'm gonna write down the age of... Or... Same age as Becky implies that they could have been born as theoretically like a part of a year off. But they would have really close to the same birthday. I'm gonna write the birthdays of the Beckys down first. This is 1840. 1843. First, okay, you're 1837. Any more Beckys? No. Okay. So you have 3 options with a slight margin for them. Check the... That's true. I keep assuming that everything to the left is what there is. Billy Spider McKinley. I think these are all the boys. Peggy Immortal. dead people. A whole gang buried here. Yeah, no. Okie dokie dokie. I keep accidentally talking to her. Longer name. Okay. The Becky that would be 1843 is inherently disqualified because the grandmother couldn't have been 42 when she was born. So it's 1840 or 1837 with a margin of error. Leslie Smith. That's a slightly longer name than the last name. 1830, so no, you're a Becky. So we're looking for a 37 or a 40. Meredith doesn't end in a vowel. Magdalene Smith is significantly longer and is 1840. Okay. Magdalene Smith. Or Leslie Smith. What were the names of your daughters? Did she say the names of her daughters at the beginning? Magdalene sounds like she would enjoy knitting. Hold on. There'd be way more than one Becky. It's the daughters' names. Why is the number of daughters she said keeps... No, this is 20 granddaughters. It should have been 4 daughters. Wish you. That could be a typo, but I do love that. I'm gonna make a guess. I think I know who she was. Granny's face lights up as you nervously glance at the tombstones behind her. Did her name start with a M? Granny's eyebrows raise hopefully. Was it Granny's eyes widen. Magdalene? Granny's face falls and she starts to cry. No, it wasn't her. No, I'll never remember. I'm sorry. Thank you for trying, but please leave me alone with my grief. Maybe try again later. Okay. What was the other M names? So we can try again tomorrow. What are the other M names? Because we got a positive response up to MA. Margaret Madeline Smith. Madeline Smith. I technically disqualified it because if she was born in 36, then the grandmother might have been 36 and not 37. But because of how years roll over onto each other, like with birthdays, she may have been 37. She died the same year as Becky, not born. Here's the thing. The grandmother didn't say that she died the same year as a Becky. She said that they were the same age as a Becky, which in my mind I interpret as being born at a very similar year, unless she very specifically said she died the same age. Which, this goes back to how years can roll over with birthdays. Like how you can be half of a year during, like, the turn of a year. So 1837 and 1836 is where you could have rollovers on both of those numbers. Same age when they died. Well, we're not going to be able to tell till much later. But, yeah. I think Madeline Smith is what we're looking for. Let's see. Wise old Jet Marmot. This time the bar ate him. You got an item cat, Marmot skin cap. Why does he have that? Okay. Big Bob Hurlington Ham. Gone to the big pie eating contest in the sky. Tripe pie? That's gross. Tripe is nasty. Yep, this is a pie crust full of intestines. Just goes to show one man's nightmare garbage is another man's dinner. Ew. Okay, I guess if we lose to these guys, we can give Granny's quest another fight after we rest. Oh my god. Ooh. Okay. I'm just gonna have my tea and rest your character. You dream that you're playing baseball with a shadowy figure in a canoe, but then all your teeth fall out. You wake up drenched in sweat. It has been 1 week. Since you looked at me, cocked your head to the side and said, I'm sorry. Is that what the lyrics are? I don't remember. Okay, Granny Quest. We're finishing this. There's a deep, gravelly exhalation of breath behind you, and you realize you've been ambushed by a hell cow. Big one, too. I can take him. I can take him. Alice cannot take him. I think hard mode is really starting to show its teeth. Uh-oh. I was like, you're sure about that, buddy? What the hell? Okay. Okay. At least we get XP when we lose now. Doc Alice slings you across Necroprancer's back and you continue down the trail. Yeebus. Yeebus. Good gosh. Okay, hi ma'am. Think I know who she was. Madeline. It was not Madeline. That's who we were thinking, right? Yep, nope, not Madeline. I mean, we can just guess once a day. We can just guess once a day. Okay, Shank Weems? What a name. Drowned in a whiskey barrel. That's what he would have wanted. Okay. Let's just keep grave robbing. Couldn't remember the rhymes about which snakes were poisonous. First lady bicyclist to ride off a cliff. Riding boots. Speed and 1 AP. Versus Bull Stomp 3 extra damage. I haven't been using Bull Stomp a lot. We'll go with those. Inventor of the external combustion engine. Remains of a... Okay. Sugar Guns, Instant Grits, Gothic cameo. That's cute. Spooky Resistance. Versus a Revolting Brooch is +2 on everything. I think we'll keep the gross one for now. Okay, Professional Sword Swallower. All the bits we could find. Dynamite Gym Fresca. Big, this tombstone is big and fancy and has a door on the front. Inside there is a document and a weird little metal object. Document describes a Tontine, the burial wishes of Chet Busterly, and a weird sequence of letters. Bit litter. Key fragment. Bit litter. Oh! Lockpicking. Yep, nope, we're not getting to that for a little bit. Safe cracking. Okay. Nope, not getting through those for a bit, that's for sure. Guess we'll head further in. Hornhog, what a last name. Slap Radish. Ate too many wasps. Me too, girl. Lucky Vinnie Pike. Wait. It's bound to run out soon. He doesn't have a death date. He's still out there. They've pre-prepared a grave for him. That's the most ominous thing. Embroidered herself to death. Okay. Stanrietta Minkleston tried to eat a live eagle on a dare. Looks like the eagle knocked out all of her teeth on its way down. Okay. Skeleton doesn't seem particularly threatening, apart from being a general reminder of your own mortality. Is it worth to have a grave with no death date or a grave with a date on it while you're still alive? Is it worse? I mean, one of them's misinformation, and I don't like misinformation. Hello? Who are you?
My name's Bernard, but shh, lower your voice. They'll hear us.
Who? The cultist?
Shh. Yes.
Not a fan.
They're reanimating dead people's skeletons. I don't want to be reanimated. It sounds horrible. Can you imagine having to walk around with your skin on? How embarrassing. Not to mention cold.
Sure, well...
Plus, I mean, dying's hard enough. Who wants to come back to life when you've just gotten used to being dead, right?
I could see that.
Please, can you do something? I don't want them to find me.
Okay, I'll let you know when it's safe.
Great, thanks. I'll just hang back here until the coast is clear.
Okay. Friend skeleton. I'm down for that. Territorial scoffing champion. Died of a disease we don't have a name for yet. Okay, based on the contents of the coffin, you'd have called it exploding skull syndrome. Interesting. You're not gonna get past this barrier of whirling bones without, well, making it so there's no barrier of whirling bones here anymore. These bones attached to nothing are no match for the ones attached to your muscles. Nothing to it. Okay. Susan Boingstrong. Buried with her treasure collection of dog ears. Okay. Should I consume some stuff before we go in? Puppy ears. Let's go into food. Increase your range damage. Muscle by 3. Muscle by 5. Speed by 3, but reduces your everything by 1. Knocks you by 5, but decreases your muscle mysticality. Melee damage by 7. I'm gonna eat a pie. You eat the old candy and it makes you sad because you prefer new candy, damn it. Gain an effect, depressed like a rancher. Hold on. What? I don't see the effect. I thought it would be in perks. Okay. Cruella de Vil. If she doesn't scare you, then nothing will. Okay. Cultists look like they're barely maintaining control over that skeleton. Wait a while, see what happens. You hide behind a tombstone and wait. After a few moments, the skeleton wrestles itself from the cultist's control and goes on a rampage. Bones and teeth fly everywhere, and none of them belong to the skeleton, if that gives you any indication of how the fight turns out. Seemingly satisfied with the carnage it has caused, the skeleton scratches something into the ground and then shuffles off to the south. Yikes. Grudge. Grudge. Black book on the pedestal. Intermediate neck mix. Don't need to solve a problem, the problem solves itself. This is true. Fed room. Nothing left but boots and teeth. Wackersley. Peninsula Wackersley. Hastily constructed, very shallow preview. Okay. Offhand? Offhand? Offhand things. I must investigate the latrine. There's a little slip of pink paper here. Discipline slip. Looks like one of these necromancer cultists got written up. 2 more of these and he'll be brutally eviscerated. Nothing personal, it's just corporate policy. You read over the infraction listed on the slip. Looks like one of the cultists was gathering very dangerous mushrooms. Curious. Vampiric yodel skill. It's an actual, vampire skill. Yeah, nope, sorry, Alice. This seems like it's probably pretty dangerous. You sure you want to read it? Yes. Are you certain? The dark arts are no laughing matter. This could really mess you up. Alice growls and gives you the hairiest of eyeballs. Yeah. As you read the words in the book, a voice that is not your own howls along with them in your head. As you get near to the end of the book, the howl becomes more and more melodic. As you turn to the last page, the book vanishes in a puff of black smoke. You don't feel so well. Your body withers and shrinks. You got a perk, emaciated. Is that... Yeah, no, it's reduced our muscle. Worried Alice might just walk off on us. I mean, at this point, we're just like slowly, debuffing ourselves. But it's okay. Nothing else to do here.
Booyah! Wah!
I feel like I haven't done a Poyo in a while. Really playing the game on hard mode. Unfortunately, it's starting to show. Okay. Skip through this. I took care of them already. Whew, great. That's a load off my mind. Let me tell you. Here, you can have this worry stone. I don't need it now. Cool. Thanks. 6 Moxie. I feel like almost all the items that we have increase Moxie. I feel like if we were classed into a snake oiler, this game would be going very differently. Okay, let's go to Roy Beans. You find a rectangular hole roughly 3 feet wide and 6 feet long by 6 feet deep, so it's either a grave or the future site of half an in-ground hot tub. The stuff you find in it makes you lean more towards the grave theory. 3 gold skulls, a handful of coins, a little wedding ring. Neat. Okay. What's up, Doc? Alice is frowning at her research notes. Uh-oh. What's up? Is there another cemetery in the area we need to check out? Yeah, you might say that. Definitely there's a cemetery-ish thing, and we definitely need to check it out. Well, that doesn't sound honest at all. Buffalo pile. Neat. What does emaciated do? Yep, -3 muscle. Confirmably. If I could undo things, maybe I... That is an exposed outdoor toilet. Got a perk master of flushing. Hold on. Oh, hey! Look! Look, it evens out. Can we reload a save? I refuse. It feels like a while since you last got a Poyo. Heck yeah. We have completely evened out the muscle problem. Heck yeah. Yep, nope, these are just Selms. Okie dokie. There it is. It's a spittoon. Nothing special about it. As soon as you get near the spittoon, you can smell the overpowering sweet stench it exudes. Nauseatingly sweet, like the rotting corpse of a dead gummy bear. Garish rainbow colors swirl together in a congealing psychedelic madness. Is Roy using jelly beans as chewing tobacco? Yes. Yes, of course he is. We're talking about a bowl of jelly beans that have been sucked on, half chewed, and then spat into a brass bucket. Do you seriously want to put your hand in that swill of artificial coloring and thickened saliva? it will probably never be clean again. Look, I'm serious. You're about to permanently dye your hand with a swirling mishmash of all the worst colors in the spectrum. No one will ever have a tattoo that looks as gross or as stupid. Well, I tried. Don't ever say I didn't warn you. You plunge your hand into the spittoon and fish around for a while. Eventually you pull a really disgusting pistol and a really disgusting hand to shoot it with. Perk, spittoon hand, and a befouled pistol. Okay. Ooh! Hot resistance, cold resistance, sleaze resistance. Nice. And stench damage instead of physical. 6 moxie. Desert gains 6. Easy trade. There's a single yellow jelly bean in this case, with a sign that says Paraguay Murder Bee Honey Jelly Bean. Very rare. 600 meat. What kind of lunatic would pay 6,000? What kind of lunatic would pay 6,000 meat for a single jelly bean? Not this lunatic. Holy moly. Howdy there, Pilgrim. Name's Roy Bean. Howdy, Roy. I'm Doodle Connie. What do you do here? Well, when I first came to these parts, I was all about 2 things. Dispensing justice and dispensing jelly beans. I was the biggest name in bounty hunting and candy selling anyone had ever heard of. Gosh, what happened? Oh, nothing particularly tragic. Got old is all. Hung up my pistol for good. He points at the plaque above the spittoon had the pistol. He's pointing at an empty hook on the wall over spittoon. Oh, that's a good detail. I still sell some jelly beans from time to time, but they're out of fashion. This little place is just a jelly bean museum now. Seems like the sign up front isn't very accurate then. How do you mean? Well, if you aren't dispensing justice anymore, maybe you should just say museum. Guess you got a point. For a jelly bean museum, I sure don't see very many jelly beans. Huh, bunch of crooks and shady characters stole them. All 3 jars. Suppose they think I'm a soft target now that I'm retired. Oh, that sucks. I'll help you get them back. Well now, I certainly appreciate the assistance. Can't offer much in the way of reward, but I can tell you which way the first group of thieves went, if you happen out in that direction. Jelly Bean Thieving's hideout. Okay. Yeah, no, that's what we got going here. Nothing with the fireplace? Okay. I have a little more of my tea. Sip, sip, sip. Heck yeah. I hope that isn't too horribly audible. I have been clowned on once before I realized just how audible stuff like that is. So I drink very quietly now, but even then, it was very audible. Oh, that's so embarrassing. I just have to accept it. Or hot bind a mute button. I could hot bind a mute button. Off to one side of the trail, you spot a cactus that doesn't look quite right. Specifically, it doesn't look right because it has a goblin face, and as you get closer, you become pretty sure that it's actually just a goblin in a cactus outfit. It gives you some annoyed side-eye and tries to wave you away, but the cactus arms aren't very mobile. Do you know a guy named Cactus Bill? Shh! Going away! Or away going. To be embarrassed is just a natural thing, so is drinking. If it's natural, then I'm not going to be ashamed of my natural inclinations. My natural inclination to be embarrassed. Why are you inside a cactus? Watching cactus herd. For keeping safe from a predator. What predator? Any predator. Desert tortoise. Cactus Eagle, other goblins, now going away. You're ruining my disguise. Scare people when I drink water. Flight reflex is the stronger one. My shame reflex is unheard of. Haha, foolish goblin. The worst cactus predator is me. Oh no. Watch me kicking over all the cactuses. No, here, I will give you a gift of not doing that. You got an item. Cactus Club. Very well, I'm accepting your offer. 40 XP. 7 muscle, 13 to 17 damage. Nature provides us with a lot of things, and some of those things are bludgeon shaped. Okay, sorry, St. Beefus. I can't turn this one down. Nope. We're hitting people with a cactus now. You're here at a good time this time? Heck yeah. We might die with these guys. We have been wrecked by quite a few battles recently. The bigger they are, the harder they get excommunicated. You approach the bandits seated around the fire. The meanest looking one speaks up. Don't know who you think you are, stranger, but you better turn yourself around and head back the way you came, lest you want to eat lead. Well, that's not very neighborly. Take a hike, neighbor. You fellas stole a jar of jelly beans from an old man, and I aim to have them back. Oh, is that right? And just how you planning on doing that? We have honorable. Listen, fellas. You stole a jar of candy from an old man. This is such a small, petty, sad little crime, it barely even qualifies as a crime. If this ends up on a wanted poster, you're gonna be the laughingstock of the criminal community. More importantly, what would your mothers think? I'm giving you a chance to turn away from this life of crime before it's too late. I suggest you take it, because I'm pretty sure this is not a life you're suited to. The bandits hang their heads shamefully and shuffle away. You got 150 XP. Neat! 360 unspent XP in the barrel. Okay. If we upgrade Beef Up, then we're doubling our muscle increase. Yeah, no, I don't regret that. 260 left. We did just take off an item that was giving us plus 10 HP. So if we up grit, then it balances out. Then we have 100 left. I'll save that for now. Okay, Filthy Bedroll. It's the missing beans. Mint jelly beans. Bandits meager food supply. They should have been robbing grocery stores. Vienna blood sausage and cat's eye candy. Needle, cheap whiskey. Kurt's Fit headband. This is the headband formerly worn by an exercise-obsessed lunatic. It has Kurt's Fit printed on it so many times that it's illegible from every possible angle. Can't wear it. Pretty nice bedroll. Ooh. 10 dynamite. Love that. Love that for us. Needle. Sulfur match. Hog oil? Hog oil. Hog oil. Okay. What does it do? Increases your muscle by 3 for the rest of the day. This bottle's label claims to contain 100% pure hog oil and lists an address in Kentucky to write to if you want more details. Okay, no, that match can ignite things. Good to know. Cat's Eye Candy is for spells. Okay. Neat. Let's go turn that back into Roy right away. You hear gunshots and someone shouting nearby and decide to investigate. This instinct is basically what separates an adventurer from a sane person. You find a bandit in scorched and blackened clothes, wildly firing his pistol at the scenery. Everything he shoots bursts into flame somehow. Go to hell, Cactus. Go to hell, Scorpion. Go to hell, Rock. Looks like we've got a real character here. Here's a second opinion. He's nuts. Just send a little scenery to the cow lords below. How about I send you too? You'll make a fine dandy pets for my masters. No, thank you. Throw him a bundle of dynamite. Yeah? You pitch a bundle of dynamite at the guy, who shoots it reflexively. When the dust and smoke clears, all that's left is a gun, a crater, and a hat drifting towards the ground. Nice. Okay, with this, you've been caught red-handed. Enemy on fire, 5 extra damage. Range attack, yeah. All range attacks, okay. 13 to 17. 13 to 17, plus 6 Moxie. I think the Moxie bonus is important here because our base Moxie just needs that uppage at all times. As cool as that gun is. Okay, can we... Nope, I guess we turned into him personally. Howdy doodle. Just cover that jar of jelly beans? Sure did. Oh, Obi, thank you kindly, doodle. I won't ask for details, but I hope they were sufficiently grisly. Now, the second jar of jelly beans was stolen by a passel of them weird goblin fellas. Couldn't understand a word they was saying, but they were very insistent. Which way they go? Northwest, towards a huge old cactus folks call Old Granddad. Here, I'll mark it on your map, but you can't miss it. Okay, I'm on it. Granddad, Buffalo Pile, Fort Memoria, Breadwood. Or we could wander. We haven't done any wandering. Notice a black spot at the base of the mountain to the east. Feel compelled to go investigate. Discover new map location. Madness one mine. Heck yeah. Huh? Does that guy have a rock for a head? Have I played Shadows over Loathing? Nope. Out of all of the Loathing games, I'm most familiar with the West. I have seen a little bit of Shadows. This is my first personal playthrough of any of the Loathing games. I've mostly watched playthroughs, but I do quite like the humor. I'd probably love Shadows over Loathing too. You aren't one of us. Be gone from this place, interloper. Now, you know something bad is going down. Nobody good uses the word interloper. Oh! Oh, it's a lady! Shadows is even better? Heck yeah. I know it deals with eldritch horrors. You dare tell me where I can and cannot go? Me? Amongst the highest echelons of our master's servants? You dare? Wow, geez, okay, sorry. I guess I didn't recognize you without your mask on? Going in. The guard scampers away into the mine. Neat. Neat, 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 neat. Okay, no, not a rock. Just a weird mask. Don't like this spiral one bit. Hello there, fellow cultist. What? Go away. Well, that's not very friendly. This isn't a knitting circle. Where's your mask anyways? Fight, 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 fight. Smite the unbeliever. Uh-oh. At least we still do decent melee? Well, beef. I'm gonna use our last hog tie. And we can do up to 23. I will go to the end of Bro's stun rounds. See how much we can get in. Okay, Yodel is... Yeah, okay, Yodel is 5 HP. Where is our option to raise a skeleton? I thought we had the option to raise a skeleton companion. Because we read one of the Tex-Mex books. Weird. Anyway. Get stunned. Boop. Okay, and at this point, I'm gonna hit him with some dynamite. Boop. This is a gamble. I have to hope that we do 21 damage on a scale from 19 to 23. Yaga. Oh, goody. Okay. What's the skull icon? It's like a spooky projectile. Affirmably not the skeleton raising option. Fortunately, none of the other cultists seem to have noticed you beating the stuffing out of that one. Got an item cultist mask. And stock certificate. Okay, we can't put this on. This is another reason why hard mode works like this. We can't put a disguise on. We're gonna have to fight everyone in here. Okay. Spiral shape is making you feel strange. What happened to your mask? I modified it. It made drinking difficult. What happened to your mask? I'll be right back. I can take her. You are powerless in the eyes of Master. Roberto. Okay, the dialogue outside said it was her. The name, if I move my hat here, is Roberto. Which is it? I mean, I guess I should talk. My name's Connor. Oh my god, they have so much mysticality. Okay, beef. Punch. Deal 11. Seal damage. Poison them. 5 poisons. What are the other ones? Oh, this is for undoing poison. Sets them on fire. Okay, we will poison. What does the liver do again? Oh, it's spleen. Hot damage. Okay, yeah, I could theoretically use that too. Slay Roberto. We're trying. Okay. It's half down. How much damage do you do in a turn? That's the real question. they have just about 90 in them. Okay, 10 HP for hot. 20 there. That's about 60. So if I throw 2 of these and then attack, or one of these, base attack, and then Alice should be able to clean up. Ooh, okay, that's 14. She's only gonna do 11. Oh! I forgot about the poison. Yeah. Sarsaparilla. I smell toast. You drag the cultist's body to a dark corner so none of the others stumble across her. Okay, so it seems like our functional strategy is just to not let the enemy attack, and so long as we're in a 1v1, we can do that just fine. Okay, another 300 on us. Let's see, we have another thing to level up now that we have leather working. Good. I love having to spend more XP on more things. Oof. Okay. We should probably up Mysticality and Moxie. Hey, wait. Oh, wait, no, okay. I was like, I didn't see the option to up it. It's the plus sign, Connor. It's the plus sign. Okay, and the next thing we'll probably spend on is muscle. Oh, these guys look zonked. You hate this spiral? Ah, what's up? I got some rocks. Yeah? The master gave them to me. He wanted me to have them. Okay. What's cool about them? They're mine. Don't touch them. It looks like we don't necessarily have to fight them. We are, though. The cultist bashes you with her rock collection and drags you outside. Oh, goodness. Okay. We'll come back another time. You know what's something that we haven't done yet? We haven't actually fought to the point of passing out. I don't remember what passing out even does, so I'm gonna stay angry and we're just gonna go explore somewhere else, and if we happen to pass out, we pass out. Let's start with old Granddad. You see what you believe to be an oasis in the boiling heat of this region, and spur Necroprancer towards it. As you draw near, you discover you've been fooled. It was not an oasis at all, but an evil, towering black stone cow monolith. Anybody can make that mistake, really. Somewhere else. Fox. My voice is starting to give out a little bit. Anytime I take even one stream break and then talk this much, it's like, oh cool, my muscles are atrophied. Amazing. Okay, it has a lot of HP, but the muscle Mysticality Moxie is not crazy. I think as long as we stun it, like, I suspect it spawns other cows. That's probably what it does, but stun it, and then absolutely wail on it. We should be, like, good. Oh my god, we're gonna do up to 51 at this one. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, no, nothing doing. Bye-bye. Shattered that obsidian monstrosity, but good? Is that a typo in the game? That feels like an in-game typo, like a grammatical typo. Interesting. Okay. Yes, I did. Look at the size of that thing. Okay, okay. What is it? What is what? What's what? That is an extremely large cactus over there. Must be the place Roy Bean was talking about. Unless there's two utterly gigantic cactuses out there. Oh, it said you described that towering monstrosity, but good. I feel like it should have said for good? Saying but good just doesn't grammar. But maybe I'm wrong? Not impossible. That would be surprising, but potentially embarrassing. That's a way of expression? I've never heard that before. Like, you did it, but you did it good. No? Not in my realm, but as I said, I have the capacity to be wrong. Okay. The guard blocks your path. Hey, hi! No climbing for a humans. I'm here looking for a black jar of jelly beans you goblins stealing. Oh, what? Jelly beans? Little colorful sugar things? Oh, little fruit rocks? Yeah, those. Those are for Pile. The what? Anyways, no upstairs for a humans. Maybe we can trading? No trading, but you can bribing me. The soap. Okay, cool. What are wanting? What you are wanting? A candy bar. A good human candy bar of the bubbles having. You know it? You mean this? Oh yes, wonderful. Thanking you. Can I climbing now? Sure. Nice. Okay, okay. There's another goblin here, blocking the ladder. Hello, no climbing for humans. Too bad. Can I bribing you to letting me... Can I bribing you to let me climbing? Oh. Okay. What are you wanting? Cactus syrup. A delicious vein is being in the other room, but had losing my tap. Okay. If you were tap, where would you be in this pile of junk? That is only Miss Kelly or Moxie. When they have checks like that, it's usually telling you that you're outclassed. Like, it's like a skill check before you go into something way tougher. I'm taking that as a sign to come back to that area. Buffalo pile. Skill issue, literally. An odd flash of light nearby prompts you to stop and investigate. You discover a goblin with a strange hinged board covered with shiny foil, which they're using to reflect sunlight onto a pair of leather boots. Hey, hello. What doing? Tanning. I'm a tanner. You are tanning boots? Yes, yes. Sun using to make very tan. I don't think that's how it works, but I guess you're the expert. What? I guess we're gonna steal this guy's boots. Goblin, you are giving me these boots. Okay, sure. For $2.50 meat, I am giving them. No, for free giving them. Or beating you up. Oh no! Goblin sadly hands over the boots. Got an item. Overly tanned boots. I feel a little bad. 1 maximum HP, 7 Moxie. Versus 3 Speed. Might as well. Our speed is by default pretty good. Poor Goblin, yeah. What the holy crap is this? You've never heard of the Buffalo Pile? It's a huge burial mound where the early settlers put their dead, and since they had a ton of buffalo bones left over from killing an emo, that's what they buried them in. What? Well, I was just thinking, I wouldn't have expected there to be a big hole in the side of it like that. Oh. This is very dramatic music. It's covered with a bunch of ripped up cards. Grutch is gouged into the table. You hear a lot of activity down that corridor. Chanting, shuffling of robes, clattering of bones. Scary stuff. You really shouldn't go down there. We'll sneak around. Blood, milk, and ichor. It's covered in big beakers. Oversized chemical beaker, okay. Gobble, yeah. Poor gobble. Milk. Milk. Lemonade. It's a vat of milk. That's less threatening than blood. Nasty. You have no idea what you're trying to make here. You sure you want to mess with this stuff? You open the milk faucet and fill the beaker a third of the way up. You open the milk faucet and pour some milk into the already partially full beaker. Giant vat filled with lemonade. The liquid in the beaker begins to bubble. Steam rises from the beaker as the reaction intensifies. The steam from the reaction causes the lemonade faucet to get clogged up. The boiling subsides, and what's left in the beaker... When the reaction subsides, you are left with a beaker full of surprisingly delicious looking fudge. That whole process really turned a corner on you. Here's your what? Muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 23 for the rest of the day. What the goddamn? Can we just make more? How? The faucet is clogged shut. So that lemonade was only there for a one-time gimmick. Okay. Steam rises from the beaker, intense heat reaction melts the milk faucet. Unsurprising, after the reaction concludes, you are left with a big beaker full of milk. You don't like milk very much, so you pour it down the floor drain and discard the beaker. Faucet is fused shut. If there was something else to do with that, then I've definitely ruined it. Okay. Shelves are filled with hundreds of crates, each full of buffalo and human bones, carefully sorted. Don't really have anything specific you want to do with human or buffalo bones right now, though. So while you appreciate how organized these guys are, there's not really anything here for you. Okay. You look through the bars and see hundreds of buffalo human skeleton hybrids locked in here. 3 to a cell. The keys are hanging right next to the door. You could let some out if you wanted, but they all look pretty angry. We ain't ready for that. We ain't ready for that. This is the latrine. Pile of trash. Okay. Found a sticky note. A sticky note with a magic word written on it. The note says abracadaver. Goodness. Bones roll. Skull? Yeah. Decent size, you can hide in it. Wicked looking leather-bound tome. Frightening topics in next mix. Lockpick in 3. Okay, got an item, black hood, puddle of buffalo tranquilizers. You settle in among the thick black robes. It's pretty comfortable. You wait and finally hear some noises outside as a couple of cultists pass through on their way from somewhere to somewhere else. You don't catch much of what they say, but what you do hear is, milk after Icker, might as well try to reanimate Wicker. That's too long to remember. Doug, it's blood after Icker, fail and turn to liquor. This doesn't sound half bad at this point. You guys are jerks. Wait a longer, and the cultists pass through again. This time you overhear something different. Remember what the big guy said. Blood before Icker, start that soldier's ticker. So... milk blood Icker? Milk after blood ritual's a dud. It would have been milk blood Icker. Not that we can do that anymore. Hear a lot of activity down that corridor, chanting, shuffling of robes, clattering of bones. Okay, hold on. Where did we come from then? So hi Alpha, hope you're doing well. I am exhausted, but good to see ya. We came from this door, so is it one way now? You also have Next Mix. Gives you the Raised Skeletal Thrall skill. Yeah, might as well. Book is full of magic spells, which don't make any sense to you until you get to the next to last chapter and realize they're not spells for you to cast, but spells for a skeleton to cast. One of the appendices mentions in passing how to summon such a skeleton. All the dark books. As you turn over the last page, the book vanishes in a puff of black smoke. You don't feel so well. You got a perk? Thin blood. Ooh. -10 maximum HP. Wow. Okay. Oh! We did a loop around. Okay. Is milk still... Yeah. Yeah, we've messed this up. How about I just... I'm just gonna gather stuff. There's the reaction, tense heat, fuses the Icker spigot into useless mass of metal. What you left is a beaker of revolting black fluid, and what's even worse than that is it's useless revolting black fluid. Yeah. I have screwed it. Oh well. Okay, Okay. Yeah, no, it's anytime we go back. Atop the slab, there's a skeleton-shaped indentation with a buffalo skull-shaped indentation where the normal human skull-shaped indentation should be. That's a good thing to keep in mind if you end up in possession of the bones necessary to fill the indentation. Oh goody. Okay. Well, it's telling me there's bones right here and we can't take them. That's goofy. I'm gonna regret this. 3 to a cell. No. No, okay. Let's just scramble. I'm gonna do a wander around here. Looks like someone left their campfire burning. That's dangerous. On closer inspection, it turns out to be a nest of fire snakes. That's still pretty dangerous. Let's regret this instead. Oh, okay, 23 hot each. That's a little hefty. Beef. Heal ourselves. One, yeah, there's still no option to raise a skeleton, even though we got that. Okay, obviously we will stun one of these. It looks like this one has the most moxie. So go for that one. Scatter shot, might as well. I kind of suspect we're not gonna make it through this one. Unless I really keep up with the healing. 10 HP, noted. Okay. Guess I'll keep on the fire moccasin over here. Takes care of that. No, if we keep healing with Doc Alice, we should be good. Is the summon skill not there? It's weird. Yeah, no, I'm not sure either. Which is a shame, because I'm taking debuffs for having, you know, collected those skills, but then they just didn't show up on my UI. Boop. You know, Dark Alice is the only reason we are making it through this. The hat disabled it. Hey, you know what? If you give that a Google for me and let me know in confidence, that would be kind of hilarious. I feel like they would have given us special dialogue for that, though. Snake liver and fire moccasin skin. Okay. Vampiric Yellow Gorgon. Yeah, it's not in our combat skills either. Raise skeletal buddy. Summon them to protect you in combat. Examine skeleton bones in your inventory. Okay, we have to do this with things in our inventory. And then examine skull chips in your inventory. It's not an in-battle skill. Okay. And scorsel them. And scorseled skull chips. Should I just do a whole bunch of these? Got too many enscorseled chips already. Okay. And then these? Yeah, okay. Do as many as we can fit in. Looks like 2 of each. That may be really helpful. I'm surprised the gore-splattered skull can't be put into the necromancer journal. Okay. Now that I have the ability to raise skeletons, let's get goofy. You know, might be a good time to end stream. Gain effect angry. Oh, hold on. We can go up to anger level 4 before we pass out. We've been putting our character to sleep to reset that long before then. Enemies did not want the goofy. We are outclassed. We're outclassed, that's it. That's all that can be said. I'm gonna take us over to the railroad camp real quick. Ambushed by a hell cow. I'm fighting you. I'm fighting you. I'm still fighting you. I'm not backing down from this. I can literally raise skeletons. Oh, it's 3 of each. Spell slinger or just a buddy. End your turn. Neat. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Beating up the beef. Real. Okay. Oh, this just changed the whole game. This just changed the whole game. Okay. As long as enemies don't target... Why did I use the pistol? Oh. 24 spooky damage. Okay. Oh, this guy can't hit him at all. But 100%, I think this... Like, as long as we have the speed to get to spawn skeletons before the other guys get their attack in, I think we're good. Okay, smoldering leather. And with that... Yeah, I am actually gonna wrap stream, because my voice is exhausted. So, thank you so much for visiting the stream today. Concern it. I am gonna pick someone to raid. Oh, you know what? Looks like Glottal just started recently, and they're doing some art. I think that is a fantastic vibe to switch off to. Oh yeah, it's Waddle art. It's Waddle art. They are drawing their adorable mascot. Okay. Thank you for stream. Yeah. Thank you for coming to stream. Poke, 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 poke. Okay, set that up. Y'all have been around. Y'all know that I love Glottal. They are a fantastic bro. Self-taught artist, live 2D rig artist, linguist. Genuinely a fantastic person, in my opinion. He's excited to see this? Heck yeah, there will be more. Saturday, I am planning on Great God Grove, but I'm thinking we might alternate between the two, depending on how that goes. So yeah, I will send you off now. Have a fantastic night and take care of yourselves. Oh, and the thing I normally say. Be good to streamer. Be good to each other. Most importantly, be good to